West Africa.
The INEC as an institution, vested with the power of conducting election, have declared a winner. We in SDP, despite the shortfall, as I've mentioned, beavers problem, transmission problem, we stand by the declaration pending the outcome of the court judgment. We need to keep Nigeria one. God have not created perfection anywhere. On this ground, we are standing by what INEC have done, and we are recommending to all those, including we in SDP, that disagrees to challenge it in the court of law.
West Africa.
To appreciate the fact that this is the only country that we have. No matter how we differed, we have one precious country called Nigeria. On this note, I want to start by thanking the Nigerian media by moderating the feelings of Nigerians, assuaging them, appealing to them to believe in their country. I want to thank the media for this commitment.
West Africa.
I want to also express gratitude to the Nigerian security agencies. Despite a very tight situation in the country, the insecurity in the country, this currency saga, the fuel scarcity, they have done fairly very well. Even though there are few security personnel that have compromised, based on the facts and the video clips that we have seen, they remain aloof while the breach was ongoing. We condemn those security personnel, but on the overall, we must thank security agencies for doing the very best given the challenges they have in maintaining law and order. There is no doubt that this election have generated controversy more than any election in the history of Nigeria. Given our circumstances, the assurances of the perfection of beaver system, the assurances of live transmission from result from the polling units, we know that INEC as an institution will maintain this position. INEC, I have always said, they are not independent as being called. They are interdependent. INEC relies strongly on the conducive environment for them to conduct election. And the other components that ought to provide this environment are the executive arm of the government who have vested interest also in this election. And therefore, given the challenges at hand, we can say that, yes, there are a lot of failures of the beaver system in so many places. And based on also different sources, INEC system was overhacked. We also had different audios emanating from different quarters, suggesting actors participant in this election, planning how to hack the system to ensure that this election will not take place. If you look at the totality of the conspiracy against our own system, we Nigerians, by Nigerians, it calls for sober reflection. The biggest challenge of Nigeria of today is not really the leadership, is also the followership. The followership are the ones that have been impoverished, weaponized, poverty being weaponized. Sadly, at every polling unit recorded, you can see people distributing rice, spaghetti, indomie, omo, buying the conscience of people that have been impoverished. And I thought that we have learned lessons as citizens. We have developed independent mindset to go for individuals that are credible, that have record of service to the country. Unfortunately, it appears that Nigerians are still in the process of learning how to be independent in terms of determining their votes. It's very sad indeed. His Excellency Peter Obi, I want to thank him for believing in the judicial system of Nigeria. He has demonstrated commitment and patriotism by saying that our election is an internal affairs of Nigeria, and we must trust our court system, no matter what it takes. Because this is the only country that we have. We are governed by laws. Let us trust and continue to strengthen our laws. And indeed, if the beavers have worked and transmission was made without any interruption, SDP would have produced a lot of people, and we are still contesting a lot of positions in the court. We have our facts being collected, senators that we have won, reps that we have won, that we are being converted. We are also challenging those in the court. So in SDP, we will continue to stand with our candidates that have been campaigning, spending their time and resources across the length and breadth of Nigeria. In this upcoming election for governorship, we are standing by all our gubernatorial candidates, all our state assembly candidates for this election. And we urge all SDP card-carrying members, sympathizers, supporters to vote for SDP nationwide. We are not in alliance in any state of the federation. We are standing by our candidates. The 2023 presidential election turned out with the most unique outcome considering the national spreads and some equal numbers of states won by 3 candidates. It also showcased that in Lagos State, for instance, Bola Tinubu lost Lagos State. He conceded to that defeat. It also defined humility. Otherwise, he has the capacity to create problems in Lagos State. But he said, no, I'm collecting and accepting my destiny. In Kano State, the sitting governor was defeated. In Kaduna, the sitting governor was defeated. In most of the, so far, I think about 7 or 8 sitting governors lost their seats. It shows some sort of balance. And in all those, you can see that people are now coming to reality. They are now facing the facts. They are facing their oppressors. And it shows clearly that it is a division in the opposition parties that allow APC to win the election. We have mentioned this severally, that parties, opposition parties should work together, define a terms of reference of government of national unity. That would have given us the advantage to win this election without any dispute whatsoever. But because of our ego problem, we are unable to define the way forward. And of course, an incumbency use every material available to them to their advantage to win the election. So the opposition party should take responsibility for dividing the minds of Nigerians, that led us to where we are today. Because if you look at the figures, if the parties have come together, we would have probably produced a different person based on INEC declaration of the winner. So it's a lesson to all the political parties to learn to work together, accept superior issues, keep aside sentiments and emotions, so that we can change the kind of terrible situation Nigerians are going through.
One Voice Africa.